The U.S. is joining several other countries in calling for calm as Palestinian militants and Israeli forces launch rocket and airstrikes against each other in the Middle East. Tensions have been escalating in the region after several clashes in Jerusalem. So we want to dig in a little more to this. We want to bring in Barak Ravid to tell us exactly what's going on. He's a contributing correspondent at Axios and the author of Axios from Tel Aviv. Barak, thank you so much for joining us. So I need you to kind of like take us back. Hi. Because there have been several incidents, all of them sort of separate but somehow linked, that has brought us to the point where we're seeing, strikes overnight. So tell us what has been happening and how did we get to this point?
Well, as everything in the Middle East and in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, it's complicated, okay? And to understand how we got here, we need to go back several weeks and to look at a somewhat bigger picture on both sides, the Israeli and Palestinian sides, that are both in deep political crisis. In Israel, we have political instability for 2 years, 4 consecutive election campaigns, no new government. On the Palestinian side, President Abbas postponed the parliamentary elections that were supposed to take place on May 22nd, which caused a huge domestic political crisis on the Palestinian side between his party Fatah and Hamas in Gaza. So on the backdrop of all of that, when on both sides you have political instability, when it's very easy on both sides for politicians and leaders to take populistic positions, the crisis in Jerusalem started. And it started on the worst time in the year, in the most sensitive days on the calendar during the holy month of Ramadan, and towards the Jerusalem Unification Day in Israel, which is always an emotional day. So on both sides, very sensitive days, emotions running high. And it started several weeks ago when the Israeli police started taking some steps to restrict the access and movement of Palestinians in the Damascus Gate in Jerusalem. This caused an uproar. There were riots in Jerusalem and some escalation in Gaza. But after a few days, it died down. And then when it died down, the next flashpoint was the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood in East Jerusalem, where several Palestinian families were under threat of being evicted from their homes as part of effort by a settler organization to take over several houses in the neighborhood. It's a much bigger issue. If you want to get into this later, we can. But this confrontation in Sheikh Jarrah turned into a much broader crisis in Jerusalem that spilled over to the Temple Mount, the Al-Aqsa Mosque. And then yesterday, it spilled over to Gaza with Hamas starting to fire rockets into Israel and Israel retaliating.
I gotta hand it to you because you did a pretty good job, because you're right, it is quite complicated. And if we have time, we'll dig into the evictions and real estate thing, because that is a conversation all on its own. But this has, it's receiving international attention now, what we're seeing happening in Jerusalem and beyond. Secretary of State Antony Blinken spoke about the issue yesterday. Here's some of what he had to say.
Needless to say, we're very focused on the situation in Israel, West Bank, Gaza. Very deeply concerned about the rocket attacks that we are seeing now that need to stop and need to stop immediately. And also, of course, concerns about the violence, provocative actions in and around the Paramount Sharif, Temple Mount. That violence needs to cease.
So what does what you're hearing from the Biden administration tell you about how it will address conflict in the region going forward?
This is a very good question. And the reason is that the Biden administration from day one took a policy of benign neglect towards the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Biden put this issue on a very low priority, wanted to deal with China, Russia, Iran. By the way, rightly so, those are the main foreign policy priorities for the president. But the rest of the administration looked at Biden's priorities and did not deal with this issue either. And if you look at the Biden administration, it has almost no experts on Israel-Palestine in the administration today. It has no ambassador to Israel, no consul general in charge of contacts with the Palestinians. For the first time in, I think, at least the four last presidents, there is no special envoy for Israel-Palestine, for the Israeli-Palestinian peace process. And when you decide on a policy of benign neglect, and then the reality hits you in the face, everything backfires.
Yeah, you got to wonder if that's also a factor in what we are seeing. Have we heard from the Israeli government
I think
at all?
It is a factor.
Yeah.
Because the fact that the Biden administration is understaffed on Israel-Palestine, it's underexperienced, and therefore it is less influential.
It makes sense. Have we heard from the Israeli government any response at all to the messaging that we're getting out of the U.S.?
Well, the Israelis, it's kind of classic Netanyahu behavior. At the beginning, on Sunday night, there was a phone call between National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan and his Israeli counterpart, Meir Ben Shabbat. During this call, Sullivan was pretty mild and moderate in his messaging. He didn't push too much. He just proposed that Israel take steps to de-escalate during the Jerusalem Unification Day, about what is called the flag parade in the Old City and in the Temple Mount. And the pushback he got from his Israeli counterpart was very, very hard, and he basically told him to butt out. If I want to be blunt here. And afterwards, the Israeli government also briefed reporters about the fact that the Israeli National Security Advisor told Sullivan that the U.S. should not intervene in the crisis because this way it's just rewarding the rioters. And it seemed that on both sides are on a sort of a collision course. But several hours later, funny enough, the Israelis did exactly what the White House asked them to, both not allowing Jews to go to the Temple Mount on Sunday, on Jerusalem Unification Day, and second, several hours later, they basically canceled the flag parade, two really important steps to de-escalate the situation. But the problem is it was a bit too little, too late, and Hamas in Gaza has already put its ultimatum on the table and decided it wants to take this escalation one step further, and fired hundreds of rockets into Israel, which continues as we speak. More and more rockets from Gaza are fired on Israel.
Well, Barak, we're all going to be watching closely and also watching to see what the Biden administration does in the coming days. Barak Ravid, thank you very much.
Thank you, Anne-Marie.